All right, Unit 12, Lesson 4 is verifying linear relationships. So a quick review, since I believe this has been since last quarter. Slope is the change in y over the change in x. Some of you call it rise, how far we go up and down, over run, left and right. And if you want to use the formula, it's our y value difference divided by our x value difference. Okay, so like on this equation, if you find 2 points that go through the corners of the graph, I can draw and say the direction. So in the up and down direction, I've got 1, 2. And in the run direction, I've got 1, 2, 3. Now, since to go from my top point, I would go down 2 and to the right. This would be a negative 2/3 if I'm looking at my slope. All right? So for parallel lines, the symbol for parallel is 2 straight vertical lines, and parallel lines have the same slope. Perpendicular lines, the symbol is an upside down T, and this one's a little tricky. There's 2 conditions. They must be opposite signs. So one is positive, one is negative, and they must be reciprocals. Now, a reciprocal is like 5 and 1 over 5, okay? So if I had the slope of like negative 2/3, the perpendicular slope would be positive 3 over 2. All right, those would be perpendicular lines. All right, so on example 1, we're going to get a drawing, and it says state whether lines A and B are parallel. I know these look like segments, but they are going to be lines, okay? So I'm going to find the slope of line A. So if I go to A, I want to find 2 dots where they cross exactly. So I'm just going to go down to this one, and then I can see right here, it's clearly. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, and to the right, 1, 2. Okay? That would be my slope. And for line B, same idea. I'm going to start here, and let's see, it crosses pretty nicely right there. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go to the right 1, 2, and that would be that slope. So if I look at A and B, I definitely know they're not parallel, but they could be perpendicular. It's hard to tell if that's a right angle or not, but if I look, they're opposite signs, but they are not reciprocals. It's the same number, so this is neither. They're just intersecting lines. All right, let's look at B and C. So I've got a different drawing. So if I look at B, we've got here, and it looks like it crosses right there. So B, my slope is going to be up 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the right 1. If I look at C, they're definitely not parallel. So I've got here, and let's say right here. So I'm going to go down 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 to the right. So I can see they are opposite signs, and 4 and 1 over 4 are reciprocals. So that means that these 2 lines are perpendicular. And my last example. They look perpendicular, but let's find out for sure. So I've got line A and line B. So for A, we go through here and here. So 1, 2, and 1 to the right. And then B, let's find 2. So it crosses here and it crosses here. So down 1 and to the right 2. So 2 and 1/2, those are definitely reciprocals and opposite signs. They are perpendicular.